welcome to my channel. Today again, you're welcome to a HTML tutorial. You may be wondering why you've written several HTML elements or HTML projects, and the head element, you don't seem to find the things inside the head element in your project. The truth is, whatever you put in the head element doesn't show on the screen. But in this video, I'm going to take you through the step-to-step on what the things that are inside the H element of the HTML does and why it's necessary that we always put it when we write our HTML code. So we're going to start with the head element. So the head element is a container for metadata. So metadata is data about data, is a place between the HTML tag and the body tag. So head element comes immediately you put your HTML tag, is the head element, and the meta tag helps the HTML element. The meta element is typically used to specify the character set, page description, keywords, author of document, and viewpoint setting. So it's the meta tag that help us organize our web page. Shows how it shows on the screen, and it also helps to structure the web page. The meta tag, which is this, will not be displayed on the page, but is used to by browser. How it determines how the content of whatever we put on our page is displayed, and or when it reloads, it kind of bring it back to its normal style on the page. By search engine and other web services, it's necessary that you put your meta tag on your website whenever you kind of build a web page. If you hover over it on the VS Code, you will see that meta elements represent various kinds of metadata that cannot be expressed using the title, base, link, style, and script element. So this helps make sure that your page is together, that whatever is coded on your HTML page stays in your HTML page and doesn't just move around and shows as it should. So meta tag is very, very important whenever you're writing your HTML element. Another thing we are going to look at is the title. The title element defines the title of the document. For example, the title element, when you hover over it on the VS Code, the title elements represent the document's title or name. Authors use title to identify their documents, even when they are used out of context. For example, in a user's history or bookmark or in the search engine, the title is that thing you will see on top of your search engine that shows the name of the page you're looking at. So however you want to, it's very important for SEO purposes, which is search engine optimization, so that people can locate you. If you use a good title on your page, it helps bring up your web page to where it should and makes people to locate you easily when they are searching for something similar to what you built or you included on your web page. So the document's title is often different from its first heading, since the first heading does not have to stand alone when taken out of context. So this is very important that we use a very good title when we are writing our HTML. It's very important for search engine optimization, and it is very important for the document so that it will help bring your page to where your page should be. The next one we'll look at is the style. We all know that sometimes you add your CSS style on the head element. This helps when you want to do, like when you want to put your when you're building a small website and you want to add both your styles and your HTML inside the same page. You don't need to start creating an external document. This is called internal styling, where you include your style script inside the head space. So styles also goes here, and it takes effect it takes effect when you put it immediately in this. You can put your color, you can put your background color in this place, and it will take effect. So you can add your styles here, but it's advised to use an external style sheet when building your style. But you can as well use this when you want to do just a small project and you want to whip up something quick. You can as well include your style internal inside the HTML page. It is very important, and it's also a way to make your job easier, because you just like do everything on a page. But it's more advice when your project is complicated and you want to have an external document. It is very good. That is mostly advice. But when you're building something small and you just want to add your style in the HTML page, it's also possible. You can put that as well in your head element. Another thing that goes into the head element is the link. The link element defines the relationship between the current document and our external resources. The link is tag is mostly used to link an external style sheet. So when you build your style sheet, or when you add your JavaScript here, or you use your CSS here, you can use the link to add an external HTML CSS file, and this helps bring the file and links into the HTML page that you're working on. So the link is also used on the head page. This links another file. For instance, you can create another file. You can say demo.css. So if I want to link this CSS page folder to this HTML, so that whatever style I put into the CSS will reflect on my HTML file, I will link it here, then use the link tag to get the element to my HTML. So here you can use the link tag this way. When you are doing your CSS, you don't need to use a closing tag. You close on the same line. So you use your link tag here. This is how you import your style sheet from a different outdoor style to your HTML. So you do this. You relate it to the style sheet. Then this is me linking the style, and you use the href to reference it. Then we use the name of the style sheet we are using, which is demo.css. Okay, so with this I have linked this CSS file to this HTML. So this is my HTML. It's showing here. CSS to the HTML folder. We can, start putting our styles and we'll see it. So that's what the link element does. For instance, we can style this HTML file with the body, because that's what we have right now. We can do body. Then background color. You can use anything and it takes effect. So we can as well remove it from here. If you are doing an internal styling inside your HTML without the link element, let's say you want to just style it inside the style element, you can as well put it here and it will still take effect. So HTML elements, the head does a lot of work that we may not be seeing because it's not really showing on the screen. But when you look at it, it helps bring our page to what it should be. Then when we are setting our viewpoint, we use when we are setting our viewpoint, this is what we use. We use the character set UTF-8 to set the viewpoint, and this helps. The viewpoint is the user's visible area of a web page. It varies with the device. This helps, like when you want to use your phone to browse, it's this thing that helps to shape, make the web page to be viewable on the tablet, on the iPad, on the phone, on the screen. If you're using 22 inches screen or 18 or 16-inch screen, you can use it to view it, and this gives the browser instruction on how to control the page's dimensions and scaling. The viewpoint is also very important when you're building your web page, because this brings your page to what it is and how nice everything is displayed and looks. So this is it for the head elements. I hope you now understands why we use all this in the head, and the reason why is you may feel is unnecessary when you're building, but it's very necessary because that's what structures your web page and makes your web page look good. Head element is as important as the body element when building your HTML file, and I hope with this video you'll be able to understand the reason you should use it and always use it when you're building your web page. So this is all I have for you today. Thank you very much for sticking by. Hope to see you next time as we look into a different topic. Thank you and have